Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another beautiful episode 3 of In and Out with Rubbertainer. I remain your host, Emmanuel Fajiton, Africa's #1 ring announcer, Rubbertainer. Thank you so very much. From the beginning of this podcast, we dropped the very first episode, July the 2nd, the year 2025. The love has been massive, and I must say very big thank you to everyone that have subscribed to this channel, for everyone that have been watching, for everyone that has turned on their notification buttons, and also for those that have kept on sharing the links out there for more people to listen, to watch. I want to say a very big thank you to everybody on YouTube, everybody on Spotify, everybody on Facebook, across all social media platforms. Thank you once again. And welcome once again to the third episode. And today we've brought you something juicy, something very, very interesting, something you will love to listen to, as In and Out with Rubbertainer is known for opening people's eyes to the things that they may think they know, or rather will like to have engaging conversation with people so as to point our arrows in the right direction. If you look back at when we started, our first episode, we spoke about conquering your fears, where I personally spoke about my own journey through the entertainment industry and all up to this very moment, and how I got to where I am. And a few other people shared their own stories of how they conquered their fears in the comment section, and I must say those were mind-blowing comments. And the second episode, we spoke about comparison between money and power, because these two key elements have been a repeated argument from generation to generation. So we decided to lay our hands on it, and I must say that the comments on YouTube, the comments on Facebook platform is mind-blowing. So right now, today, we're bringing you another one. And like I said, the reason for this podcast is to point you in the right direction. Let's have constructive conversations. Let's argue over stuff constructively and see how better we can learn together having this conversation. So today, we're talking about something very, very straightforward, something very exceptional. Skills versus luck. Skills versus luck. What really drives success? Is it skills or is it luck? Before I delve in, a whole lot of things happened over the weekend. First, I want to send out my condolences to the families of the late General Muhammad Buhari, the former president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who died over the weekend. I'm sending out my condolence message to the families. And secondly, the best team in the world, Chelsea. I know a lot of fans, a lot of people are going to be... that was why I had to put on something close. Yeah, Chelsea won FIFA Club World Cup. Yeah, and that's the first European team to have won it all. And that's a big one for Chelsea. So congratulations to us Chelsea fans globally. Now let's quickly delve back right into the topic. We are going to be talking about skills versus luck. What really drives success? Is it skills or is it luck? These two great elements of success are things we'll be putting side by side today, and we're going to be checking a 360 degree and looking at the one that supersedes the other, or rather how both can coexist. So if I'm putting it to you right now, skills or luck, which is your pick? So let's quickly dive right into it. I made some few, I wrote down some stuff right here that I will be sharing with you. You know, skills versus luck, what really drives success? You know, hustle hard or just be lucky? Or talent, grind, or grace? Or rather, you can also say, is success earned or gifted? So everybody on earth wants to be successful, irrespective of who you are in your parastatal, in your industry. You want to be successful. And now, what really births success sometimes? Some have said hard work. Some also looked at it and said skills. Some said luck sometimes. So today we will be dissecting it with you, of course, in the comment section. And from my own perspective, bear in mind that everything I'm saying here is from my own point of view, and you have a right to also drop yours in the comment section. So let's just go right into it. Is your hustle really what is paying off, or are you just at the right place at the right time? So let's define what skills is. Skills is hard work, learning, discipline, practice, mastery, consistency. Skills can be earned when you constantly do something over time. You earn the skills. People earn the skills of becoming a tailor. You earn the skills of becoming a fintech guru. You earn the skills. These are skill sets that you earn over time when you continually do that action repeatedly. So right now in the global market, we have varieties of skill sets. There are people that are good with their voices. There are people that are good with computer. There are some that are good with making dedicated plans for the next 10, 20 years. Project managers, we have varieties of skill sets out there globally that people are extremely skillful and good at. So skills is hard work, learning, discipline, practice, mastery. Yes, you can call them sifu. But luck on the other side, luck is right timing. Luck is an unexpected opportunity. Luck can also be connection. Luck can also be a background. Yeah, so we can say luck is you being at the right place at the right time. It could be luck. Yeah, we can actually say that is luck. So, and can one coexist with the other? I mean, can they both coexist with the other? But if you have the right to pick one, which are you picking? So I just define skills, and I also just define luck. Now, in real life examples, let's put these two things together side by side. Looking at skills, from the definition that I gave is something you do over time. Gaining skills is something you do over time, day in, day out, you gain skills at it. Take, for instance, Cristiano Ronaldo. Skillful, and he keeps working hard to get better, trying to get better than who Ronaldo was yesterday. So Cristiano Ronaldo is a very, very global brand when it comes to skills. He's someone we can all look up to and say, this is skills at his peak. Yeah. And in Africa, we can look at Victor Osimhen. That's him right there. Victor Osimhen. You know, we watched Victor Osimhen from under 17 to under 23 and all up to the Super Eagles. And right now we saw him take Napoli to win the cup for Napoli. Now he did it at Galatasaray. And right now, Victor Osimhen is one of the most sought after striker in the whole world when it comes to footballing. There is this other guy, a Cameroonian guy, that also plays basketball. I know some of us may know his name, but his name, I don't have it handy right now. This guy currently just moved to the United States, chasing his dream to be an NBA superstar. He started from Cameroon. Over the years, he doesn't really have the amenities to become that big NBA star. All he had was just some making things from junkyard stuff, making basket from dunghills material, and he started playing basketball like that, you know, in the rain, in the sun. Then he was capturing every of those processes, and it started gaining a whole lot of traction on social media, whereas some NBA stars started sending him some gift items like basketball. They started sending him some nice basketball sneakers that you can use to play basketball, you know, some good jerseys and all of that. But today he's currently on his way to NBA. Right now he's someone has brought him down to the United States currently, and he's on his way. So skill sets is something that you do over time. It's consistent. It can be learned. Yeah, you can learn skill set. So that is skills. So if you look at entertainment industry, especially in Nigeria right now, look at the light of the big three. you discover that these wonderful artists, when we talk about Davido, we talk about Wizkid, we talk about Burna Boy, we talk about Olamide Badu. These are people that they have passion for something. They develop the skills over time. They started doing it, going 1 year, 2 years, staying consistent, and today they are global stars, raking in billions of naira, and at the same time pushing the gospel of Afrobeat all over the globe. And today you can talk about entertainment industry without mentioning these 4 names that I've mentioned right now. Though there are other game players like the band, Don Jazzy, we've had Nice, we've had Two-Face Idibia, we've had let's even go way back. We've had King Sunny Ade, we've had Ebenezer Obey. These are people that have earned their skills and are so confident at it. And there's something about skills. Skills gives you confidence. But that is not where we are going today. So let's talk about luck this time. Now, luck on the other side is something that you don't plan for. Nobody plans to be lucky. Luck is not something you can plan on. You can't plan that, okay, I will get lucky on Friday, or I'm getting lucky next weekend. You can say it verbally, but there is no how. You can't study how to be lucky. I mean, you can be lucky to win, let's say 100 million from betting. But over time, if you want to constantly win such money and you want to depend on luck, you will go back to square zero. So, but over time, when people have won such money in betting, what they now try to do is they try to develop the skills and learn how they were able to win that bet. And guess what? It's betting. Most of the time they end up losing again. So you can't learn luck. Luck is like opportunity meeting preparation. Take for instance, these are footballers that, let's say we have footballers on the same skill set, and there is a scout coming to look out for one. He intends to come pick just one footballer out of them. Now, bear in mind, they all have skill sets. They are very skillful. Now, luck is preparation meeting opportunity. The scout coming to pick one footballer, there is something in his mind that he's looking out for. And out of the 10 skilled footballers that have been placed in front of him, one of them will be lucky to have that stuff that the scout person have in his or her mind. That's luck. Doesn't mean that the remaining people are not skillful. Doesn't mean that he is actually the best. But there is something that everybody look out for when they are going to give out opportunity to people. If a company is willing to employ anybody, let's say a fintech company is willing to employ a front-end developer, back-end developer, and all of that, there are things they are looking out for in that person. Okay, they set their rules. Okay, this is who we are looking out for. We're looking for someone that is hungry, available to work, someone that can be spontaneous, someone that can learn fast and all of that, someone that is creative. They will write all what they need, and there are some other things that they will not pen out for those that are coming to apply for the job to see. And out of the numerous people that will be sending in their application, there will be one lucky person. So if we're going to put skills and luck side by side, from everything that I've been saying so far, you discover that you can learn a skill. It can be learned. You can learn a skill. But luck, you can't teach luck. Luck can only happen to you. And luck only chooses who it wants to happen to. You can't base your life on luck. But you can still base your life on skills. You can live your life on skills. You can't live your entire life on luck. But sometimes when luck comes to play, you have been basing your life on skills for the past 20 years, luck comes and it can bypass you like 50 years ahead. That is what luck brings to the table. But guess what? When luck happens, it's like nitro when you're playing a video game. It triggers you. You are so fast, your head's on, light years ahead of everybody. But when that nitro finishes, you need something to sustain you. And that is where skill set comes in. I will be making an example of the popular Nigerian TikToker, Pella. Recently, Pella, if you don't know Pella is the biggest TikToker in Africa and one of the biggest streamers also in Africa. And recently, he's a young guy who was graced, lucky to be able to use TikTok properly. He wasn't the first person to use TikTok. But recently, around last week or 2 weeks ago, he wrote on his TikTok page that he needs a personal videographer that will be following him up and down. He was offering 500,000 naira monthly. And guess what? Pella is a lucky boy. Lucky enough that he started gaining a whole lot of fans and followers, making millions monthly. And when he put that out there, you can see people with skills running into his DM. Like skills. He was even able to see over 10 master's degree holder. Skills. But one beautiful thing about Pella is that I know a whole lot of people will not agree with me on this. But whether you like it or not, that boy is lucky. Pella is very lucky. But whether you like it or not, as he was lucky, and then the nitro has triggered him light years ahead of his counterpart. But the boy is now so smart that he has learned the skill set to keep his followers engrossed to his page. Now, you see, that's the difference there. There are people that, you just be lucky to, you personally, you know you are just lucky. But when luck now fades out, you need skill set to remain on top of your game. So some of the time, people get lucky and they still feel they can be lucky again and again and again. But luck does not have a formula. I didn't mean luck as a formula that, okay, so if I sleep in the morning by 12, if I decide to wake, if I just take a glass of water and I look to the sky on longitude 25 degrees, if luck has a formula, everybody will pick luck. But we still have people that pick luck when we sent out this message out that luck and skills, which are you picking? People pick luck because they are like, I can remember a friend was like, Shegun was like, man, I'm very skillful with what I'm doing. But the truth is, luck will make the difference. And that's the truth. Please follow me carefully. Let's say you have skills. Now, your skills will help you. You know when an aeroplane is about to lift, that is how your skills will help you rise. It will help you rise gradually. You won't go this way. Your skills will help you rise gradually. So as you're gathering momentum, as you are getting to a greater height, you are building capacity to be able to operate very well in that level, right? But you see, there is at every major greatness of your life, at every major T-junction of your life, where your life is either you move forward or you stay stagnant, there is something that comes upon you. It is called luck. The religious people will call it grace. Luck operates more like grace. So the religious people say it's grace. So at every point in your life, when you get to that point when you want to move up and upskill, that is where luck comes in, because that is the moment where your brain will tell you what to do. That is the moment where you will put on the right shirt to that interview. That is when you will have the right haircut to meet that your business associate. That is where you will just be on time on internet to see that vital information as it's coming in. I have never heard it that when great decisions about your life is about to be made, I've never heard anyone come to say I was there when the decision was about to be made. You know, most of the time decisions are made at our bar, and then we only get to hear the result from an email, from a phone call, or from somebody telling somebody to tell us most of this stuff. But in the table of men, when decisions are made, most of the time we are not always there. So at every point where you need to upscale to the next level, luck comes to play. So your ability to now marry luck and skills determine how far you go on that level that you've gotten to. So I just spoke about skills, I spoke about it in entertainment and all of that. So we have people that feel that if you say you are a lucky man, it's an insult to them. I will talk from my own point of view. I would say that I was lucky enough to have understood what I wanted to do. I was lucky enough to understand my abilities, and I started working on it and gaining skills at it. I was very good, or rather I'm very good with voiceover. So I started gaining skills, I started learning, I started practicing, and over the years I kept getting better. I kept getting better at voiceovers, and I could easily mimic voices of people. So over the years, it helped shape my voiceover business. And that is how it is for people who are good fashion designers, people who are artists that can draw, people who are cinematographers, people who are programmers. If you don't practice that skill set, it dies. So some people don't like you telling them that you are lucky. But me, I will personally say I was lucky enough to identify it. But luck alone didn't get me to wherever I am. And I'm still hoping on that major luck that will take me 100 years ahead of everybody. So my people, what I'm trying to say is that skills is important. But once you have skills, pray for luck. Because when you are lucky, you seem to travel fast. But while you are traveling fast, remember to build capacity. Remember to build capacity, because luck will take you to a place you've never been before. Luck will take you to a room you've never entered before. Luck will take you to heights that you've never achieved before. But when you get to that height, if you don't have content inside of your container, easily you'll be blown away. So I'm putting it to you again, ladies and gentlemen, that between luck and skills, which are you picking? Which do you feel is one core element of success? But for me, I would personally say that if for success to happen, skills is needed. Luck is also needed. Ability to marry both. It's ability to marry both determines a whole lot of things. We have seen it happen where 5 people will apply for the same thing, they have the same skill set, and then just one person will be picked. That's luck. So at that point, it's not just about skill sets anymore. There is a supernatural power. There's an opportunity. There is this wind of elevation that 1 out of 5 will be picked, and that one person was picked. So if you are going to say you want to base your life on luck, you can't learn. It can't be learned. You can't learn luck. So if you want to say you want to base your life on luck, okay, after the first luck, when it withers off, what's up? What's going to happen next? You know? So that is why you see some people, especially in these days and time where you can put up a video from anywhere, and then before you know it, the video is gaining traction, and before you know it, you become an overnight celebrity, and then before you know what's happening, such person does not know the next thing to do, and then before you know it, it fizzles out in 6 months. But a situation where you already know what it is, that, oh, if I have 2 million, 5 million, 10 million people watching me at part time, what is that thing that I will sell to them? What is that aspect of me that I will sell to them that they will keep buying, at least for a long period of time? So these are some of the dynamics of life. Things have really changed in this time and day, where videos can go viral and then your luck can just spark, and then you are just among the A-list. Gone are the days where you need to really have put in the work, you need to put in even though hard work is still being credited in this time and era, but we also cannot underplay the fact that luck is also a very, very vital element in this time and age of social media, in this time and age of technology, where you see young boys, programmers, 10-year-old programmers, 7-year-old programmer earning what a man that has been working for 40 years can earn, and it could be luck, but consistency. When you are not consistent with some things, that is when skills is being sharpened and all of that. So you can't base your life on just luck, But I mean, if you are skillful, please try as much as possible to also pray for luck, because luck changes the game, baby. And when luck takes you from point A to point Z, please earn more skills so you will be able to float and levitate well on that ground and also still forge ahead better. But if luck pushes you forward and you don't have any skill set to at least stay afloat, you will drown. You will drown. There is no how you want to do it. You must drown. So, in my own opinion, if you're skillful, pray for luck. If you're lucky, gain skills. And we will continue this conversation on all our social media platforms. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share. Then turn on your notification button. Know that every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Nigerian time, our podcast always drops everywhere. And until we meet again, I remain the Africa's #1 ring announcer, the #1 voiceover actor, Rubbertainer. See you on the next episode.